Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, class. So, how are you today? I'm also good, thank you for asking. Nice. I hope all of you are in good condition now. So, today we are going to have a listening comprehension practice using Putri. But before that, I want to ask you guys, do you still remember the material that we learned yesterday? Last week, I mean. Okay, if you're not sure, I want to remind you a little about Putri material that we have already learned last week. So, there were three elements of Putri. It was physical, acoustic, and lexical. These are cannot be separated because it is connected each other. If one point is disappear from these three elements, then the putri will be irregular. It means the putri will be messed, kind of like that. And I will also explain a little about these three elements. It might help you remember what we learned yesterday. So the first one is physical. If we talk about stanza, of course we are going to if we talk about physical, of course we are going to talk about stanza and pattern. So stanza is basically same with paragraph, it including one topic in one paragraph. Stanza usually have 4 lines, but stanza is actually not always consists of 4 lines. There is also poem that has 8 lines in one stanza. Maybe I have already found a poem that has 8 lines. Wait, let me remember it. Oh yeah, it was Love Philosophy by Robert Burns. I guess. Oh yeah, Love Philosophy is have 8 lines in one stanza. Yeah, that was the example. So also in this context, we are talking about the pattern, or maybe we call it as the shape. Puts is not always writing poem using a paragraph in a paragraph. They are also make a poem using interesting shape such as animal, object, and many more. And the shape is not made haphazardly. Sometimes the shape has more meaning. It means there is a lot of meaning that we don't know inside the pottery. I mean inside the shape. So shape in pottery have some purpose, among them to draw people attention and make people think about the meaning of the shape. It is also has purpose to show to the people that poetry is not always boring. Poetry is not always written in a paragraph, but actually poetry is also written in an interesting shape and fun shape. That and I have ever found poetry written in a man shape, so man like a kind of man body, nah, written in there. And the second is acoustic. So, okay, so poetry is not always talk about the written or textual poem. It is also talk about the spoken or the oral voice. So the important thing in poetry is how the way we bring the poetry, maybe from the pronunciation, from the articulation, or maybe also the feeling. So for me, feeling is really important. the way we bring the putri. So it is can be a sad putri, or maybe fun putri, or maybe like a burning putri, and yeah, like that. And also we have found we also have to found the beauty of the poem. What was not beautiful is made beautiful, like what my lecturer said. We have to found the beauty of the poem. If we not found, at least we have to bring it with the feeling, with the deep feeling. I mean, like sad putri, fun putri, kind of like that. Okay, and yeah, the last is lexical. Besides talking about the written and the spoken context, we are also talk about the meaning of the poem, the meaning inside the poem. So poetry is dense with meaning that are not in dictionary. It means there's a lot of sentence, or maybe there's a lot of words that are not including in dictionary. Make sure at least we know the meaning of every word. Make sure. So you have to know also. Literature is highest level in learning language, because one word one word in literature can have 10 or maybe 100 meaning. So it's mean that literature is an art. It's an art that has a lot of meaning. It is not a science, it is an art, and not a science that must be stand and write in one words. Okay, that's the last week material. Yeah, I hope you guys still remember it. And now we will move to our activities today. So first of all, who loves listen to radio? No one? Okay. But have you guys listened to radio before? Because to be honest, I rarely found young people listen to radio nowadays. I don't know, maybe they keen of music, or maybe they very like more prefer, I mean, more prefer to listen to something interesting, such as podcast, or maybe yeah, kind of like that. And radio is rarely found, radio lover is rarely found in here. Have you guys? Okay. What did you got from it? News, or an entertainment, or something like that? News. All right. Okay. How about listen to music? Uh, I have already know it, because people nowadays, a lot of people love to listen to music. But actually, do you guys know that radio is also have a music station? So we can request what song that we want to play. I to be honest, I never request the music that I want to play, but yeah, I found myself interesting at listening radio. So yeah, what type of music that you usually listen, guys? Dangdut? Yeah, I do like it, but I do recommend you to listen to Western song, because it can raise your our English skills. But do you guys have ever think about the meaning of the song? Sometimes, yeah. Okay, so you must know the meaning of the song, because not all of song have good meaning in it. So guys, yeah, that's it. Do you ever have a problem in listening something? If you do, please mention your problem first. Forgetting what we heard. Okay. Anything else? Understanding the meaning but not the message. Okay, anymore? Sit in the back. um okay, that's a bit makes sense, yeah. And the fourth, the accent is hard, yeah. And the last one, no one. Okay, enough, yeah. So actually, basically, yeah, those are our problem in listening something. I also have a problem on listening something, like sometimes I cannot understand what is the message inside. Actually, yeah, the first problem on listening, if you are in the class, is the seat. Where do you sit? Maybe some of you are not understand why our seat position is considered here. Okay, so first of all, I will ask you guys, why do you sit in the front? Because can easily see the teacher. Okay, so the first reason, yeah, can easily see if the teacher write the material on whiteboard. Okay, that makes sense. And the second, have a problem with your eyes. Okay, and the third, cannot see clearly. Okay, and last, okay, that's enough, yeah. So according to your friend, there is three why there's the reason why they sit in the front. The first is can easily see if the teacher write the material on the whiteboard, and the second, they have a problem with their eyes, and the last one is cannot see clearly. Yeah, for me the second and the third is kind of slight same, but yeah, it is okay. That's our problem. Okay, now why do you sit in the back? First, afraid if teacher asks something to you. Okay, anymore? Because of your body size. Okay, and third, okay, anything? Nothing. All right. Okay, so according to your friend, there is two, yeah. There is two reason why they sit in the back. The first is afraid if teacher asks something to them, and the second is because of his body is very tall, and yeah, of course it is can annoying the short people. I'm sorry, yeah, it can annoying the short people. I mean, if the teacher writes something on the whiteboard, they will hard at seeing the material written because of the tall person. Okay, so for me, yeah, for me, actually, sit in the back is not always bad, even though sometimes it's not good. So there is couple advantages that we get if we sit in the back. First, we can train our listening skills by trying to catch what the teacher explained with unclear sound. And the second, we can get used to listen to small voice. Yeah, the second one maybe could be useful someday, yeah, because they can get used to listen to small voice, yeah. And it might be helpful if sometimes your friend or maybe someone is speaking unclearly. All right, actually that was the thing that we don't need to worry. All of our problem will be solved as long as we want to practice hard, practice every day and every day. Okay, so I'm going to play a poetry recitation. Please listen to it carefully and don't forget to take a note or write anything that you heard, even though you cannot clearly hear what did he say. And this is in order to want to test how good your listening skills right now. And if you can make a conclusion about this poetry, it will be very good. Yeah, so yeah, the title of the poem that I going to play is The More Loving One by Winston Hugh Auden. Okay, class, please listen to it.
The More Loving One. Looking up at the stars, I know quite well that for all they care, I can go to hell. But on earth, indifference is the least we have to dread from man or beast. How should we like it were stars to burn with a passion for us we could not return? If equal affection cannot be, let the more loving one be me. Admirer, as I think I am, of stars that do not give a damn, I cannot, now I see them, say I missed one terribly all day. And were stars to disappear and die, I should learn to look at an empty sky and feel its total dark sublime, though this might take me a little time.
Alright, nice. Okay, that's the first poetry. Actually, I will bring two poetry today to listen to. And the first one, but I will explain the first one. And first of all, I want to ask you guys, have you got the words in your paper? Not yet? How about the message? Can anyone tell me what is the message in the poetry? Or maybe at least mention what is the poet talk about in the poetry. No one? Okay. Maybe I would like to play the audio once more time. I believe the second recitation will be easier to understand than the first play. Okay, please listen, take notes, and understand what the message is contained therein.
The More Loving One. Looking up at the stars, I know quite well that for all they care, I can go to hell. But on earth, indifference is the least we have to dread from man or beast. How should we like it were stars to burn with a passion for us we could not return? If equal affection cannot be, let the more loving one be me. Admirer, as I think I am, of stars that do not give a damn, I cannot, now I see them, say I missed one terribly all day. And were stars to disappear and die, I should learn to look at an empty sky and feel its total dark sublime, though this might take me a little time.
Alright guys, have you got your words in your paper in this section? In the second section, yeah. Okay, please, I need one people to write, read, to read the what is the poet or talk about in the poetry, yeah. Okay, you can stand up, please. Tell me your name and yeah, go ahead. Okay, all right. Thank you very much, brother, for your explanation. That's such a good summary from you. Okay, now I'm going to tell you one of feeling that the poet is trying to say in this poetry. So, if every single star vanished or burnt out in this context, the speaker would figure out how to appreciate the beauty of a completely dark night sky, though it might take them a while. That's it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, guys, do you know what? There is one words that oftenly seen in this poetry, and does anybody know it? It is easy, guys. Actually, even you can find it in very first line of the stanza. Can anybody tell it? No one. Okay, so I'm going to explain one of words that oftenly appears in this poem. It is the stars. Yeah, that is the stars. So basically, stars are traditional symbols of faith, love, and the gods. In this poem, however, they play the opposite role. To the speaker, the stars reflect not meaning and feeling, but the pure indifference and often unfeeling and meaningless universe. So these poems personified stars might also suggest an indifferent lover, a person the speaker feels deeply for, but who does not give a damn about the speaker. Yeah, that's all about the first poetry. Actually, we are not going to talk about a lot of about the meaning because the actual analysis was very long, and yeah, it might take more time if we talk about it here, and the time will be not enough. So that we just talk about a little about the meaning. Okay, now we are moving to the second poem. The title of the poem is Red Rose by Robert Burns. This poetry is easy to understand. Lot of teacher and lecturer use this poetry to be a poem analysis in learning English. So I hope you understand the meaning and also the message therein. Yeah. So and also I also remind you to don't forget to write anything that you heard. I don't know, maybe it is the words or maybe the what is it? Keywords is consists of adverb, adjective, noun, and so on. And yeah, all right. Listen carefully, and here we go.
Oh, my love is like a red, red rose that's newly sprung in June. My love is like the melody that's sweetly played in tune. As fair art thou, my bonny lass, so deep in love am I, and I will love thee still, my dear, till a' the seas gang dry. Till a' the seas gang dry, my dear, and the rocks melt wi' the sun, and I will love thee still, my dear, while the sands o' life shall run. And fare they weel, my only love, and fare they weel a while, and I will come again, my love, though it were 10,000 mile.
Okay, how was that, guys? It was easy, right? Huh. So. Okay. So actually, it is easy and effortless. Yeah, it is easy and effortless for me. Okay. Yeah. Have you got your words in your paper? Ah, nice. Some of people have already write the words. Um, but guys, do you need to replay the audio? Because I'm sure you are smart, yeah. so you don't need to replay. But do you want still hear it again? Okay, I will play the audio once more time to make your summary more perfect. Okay, right. Please listen carefully.
Oh, my love is like a red, red rose that's newly sprung in June. My love is like the melody that's sweetly played in tune. As fair art thou, my bonny lass, so deep in love am and I will love thee still, my dear, till all the seas gang dry. Till all the seas gang dry, my dear, and the rocks melt wi' the sun, and I will love thee still, my dear, while the sands o' life shall run. And fare they weel, my only love, and fare they weel a while, and I will come again, my love, though it were 10,000 mile.
Okay, nice. So now I will give you 5 minutes to make a conclusion. I will give you 5 minutes to make a conclusion, and after that I will directly call one of you to read the summary in front of class. So yeah, have you guys finished it? Alright, please, Albert, read your summary here. Just stand in front of whiteboard. Alright, go ahead. Okay, thank you very much for your explanation. That's almost perfect actually. You just need what is it? You just need a little of more explanation about the poetry, so it will be perfect. So yeah, all right. I'm going to explain. Yeah, I'm going to explain a little about the poem. So most basically, the speaker of the poem is someone who is in love with the poem address. The beloved is addressed as lass is a Scottish term for a young man, but the gender and age of the speaker unspecified. Less, yeah, less. Lass. So I repeat that. So addressed as lass, the beloved is addressed as lass. Lass, lass, is a Scottish term for a young man, but the gender and the age of the speaker are unspecified. So the poem was derived from an old country ballad that was passed down through oral performance, and it's likely that the original ballad was adaptable to be sung by performers of either gender. Overall, the speaker is not given a lot of specific identifying characteristic. This anonymity more easily allows any performer or any reader to imagine him or herself as the speaker of the poem, as do the universal symbol of love, the rose music in the first stanza. So the Scottish dialect in this poem, such as Bonny Lass, Gang Dry, and Farty Will, does suggest, however, that the speaker is Scottish. And yeah, that's all about our material today. Before I close the meeting today, I want to ask you guys first. Do you feel comfortable if we learning poetry with this method? Do you agree if on the next meeting we use these methods anymore? And the last, is it effective for us to improve our listening skills? Okay, so yeah, some of people agree and say it is effective, but some of people say it is not effective because they say they cannot hear the sound in the back at the back. Actually, I can raise the volume of the TV to be louder, but none of you were asking to raise the volume. So yeah, I just let you to listen with the standard volume. Okay, yeah, guys. So hope you can understand our material today and can implement in your life. So yeah, don't forget on the next week we still have a listening comprehension practice using Putri, but next week I'm not going to make a listening practice be our whole one meeting. It just kinda warming up and train a bit of your listening, and next week you'll get the harder pottery. I mean, like the analysis, the accent is more like more British, and the meaning of the poem. Okay, thank you guys very much. Thank you very much for your attention and also your attendance today. We will meet again next week if I'm not busy. Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.